What's up, guys? Cloud Ripper's back with you today. We got another video review. Today. This one I'm really excited for, guys, and I want to jump into it because we got a lot of information I want to cover here. So first things first, the company itself is Vector Vapes. Vector Vapor. Cool name. Logo's pretty cool. Got that cool diamond in the background there. Labeling is beautiful. So all the information that you're going to need is clearly printed on the bottles. So on the front you have your brand name, you have your 70 VG, you have your bottle size. On the back we flip it over, you have your nicotine selection. In this case I have a 3, so you can see it's right there. We have a batch creation date, which on mine I don't have it, probably just because it was sent out for review purposes, so they just didn't bother printing on it. Not a big deal. We flip it over here, and you have all of your ingredient information, the no under 18 warning, how to open and close the bottle. So all the details are there that you would expect from a premium-made juice company. What do we got here? Ingredients: propylene glycol. What do we got? One sec. Propylene glycol, glycerin, natural and artificial flavorings may contain nicotine. Very base. Nothing added. Nothing that's not needed. So I'm going to give you a little information on how Vector Vapor does their juice. Essentially, they have 4 lines, each with their own distinct profiles. 3 lines are the main juices, and the 4th one is their Max VG line. What they did was they hand-picked the juices from the previous 3 lines that there are their profile bases, and out of those lines, they hand-picked the flavors that they thought would work best at Max VG. So that's pretty cool. You know, they obviously spent a lot of time creating these juices, and on top of that spent a lot of time furthering that with the Max VG line, which I love to see. So the flavors, what we're going to do is kind of like a semi-review of their juice line. What they let me do was they gave me the keys to the VIP, they sent me to the website, they got me to hand-pick the juices. So I picked 4 juices. What I did was 1 from each of the 3 primary lines, and then I went back and doubled up and got one of the juices in the Max VG. So we killed kind of like 2 birds with 1 stone, I guess you would say. So let's dive in here. So the 3 lines essentially are dessert / like a pastry, bakery flavors. They have their drink line, and they have kind of like a out of the ordinary line where they've taken flavors that you know and tweaked them. So we can start with, where are we at here? Start with Vision. I gotta get a smell of this. I haven't tried any yet today. Wow. So Vision is going to be their go-to yogurt flavor. It is amazing. It's a dense taste. The inhale, you're going to get that sweetness of the yogurt, and the exhale, you're going to get that tart bitterness. As far as yogurts go, everybody knows that yogurts are kind of taking over the market. You know, a year ago, 6 months ago, custards were the huge thing. Now yogurts seem to be kind of dominant over the market. They're taking over that clientele. So this is their French vanilla yogurt, and I will tell you, as far as the French vanilla taste goes, it's dead on to a French vanilla frozen yogurt. You're not missing anything. There's nothing in there that shouldn't be. That was one thing I found about certain yogurt vapes, was they overcompensate certain flavors, which really kills the profile altogether. A little bit too much of this, maybe in some cases not enough of this, and it really destroys the profile. This one is dead on. For any of you yogurt heads out there, this is an all-day vape. It's phenomenal. It's refreshing. It feels like you have a spoon in your mouthful of yogurt. It's really great. I can't really knock that yogurt vape at all. I'm not a huge yogurt fan. I shouldn't say that. I mean, I enjoy the vape. It's not normally my go-to, but out of that lineup, that was the one I was interested in. Next up would be their Revive. I gotta say too, the names they picked are phenomenal. They match the flavor profiles perfectly, so kudos to whoever was behind picking the names. Next up is their Revive. Revive would be in their category of like their oddball mixes. What it is a peanut pear colada. Now, the first thing you're going to notice when you open, even when I open the package, I smell that overwhelming sweetness of pina colada. And when you smell it, that's what you get, is that full-on pina colada smell. So I was shocked when I actually tried it, which I got a little whack of it here. Yeah, I was shocked when I actually tried it because I was expecting that overwhelming sweetness from pina colada, and it's really not. What you're getting on the inhale is that sweetness, but on the exhale, you're getting the pear, and it's almost like a not quite ripe pear taste. Phenomenal, amazing, the best pina colada I've tried so far to date. So, any of you guys out there like that sweetness, the drink mixes, this one's a go-to. That pear is phenomenal. I've never really looked for pear flavors. I would love it if you guys would specially make a pear juice for the Cloud Ripper, because it would be phenomenal. It's dead on to a pear. Let's see, what will we do next? Let's pick... This would be from their drink line, which is called Venti. This is steeped. So I want to take a minute here, and I'm actually going to juice this guy up. One of my all-time favorite vapes was by a company called Maple Leaf Vapes, and it was called Stars Chai Latte, which I could only assume was a clone of Starbucks Chai Latte. This is pretty much the same thing. It's a chai latte. However, there are very subtle differences. Maple Leaf tends to make a very sweet juice, which I love. However, from time to time, it will kind of get old, and I love it. You know, I could polish off 100 mils of it in a few days. This stuff is very different. Let me just take a smack here. The differences are so subtle. I'll tell you that one of the biggest things I notice, one of the biggest things I notice are the sugar ratio is not huge on it. What you're getting is the chai spice, the chai additive, which I love. Again, one of my favorite drinks, we have a local coffee shop around here which is called The Ugly Mug. So a little quick shout out to The Ugly Mug. They do a chai latte, and it was actually the first time I've ever tried one. You know, I'm normally, you know, just a regular double kind of guy, but I got hooked on their chai latte. It was phenomenal, and this one really nails that coffee shop chai latte taste on the nose. It's just dead on. So this guy is phenomenal. Normally what I do after video reviews are done, I normally kind of split up, you know, everything that's there, and I pass it out to samples. I give out, you know, business cards from the company and whatnot, you know, whatever they send me. This one's going to be hard to part with. This is going to be tricky. So, like I said, we're doing a bit of a mini review, I want to call it, because what I did with the keys to the VIP, like I mentioned, was I went in and I picked my own flavors. So I think what we're going to do are the gentlemen from the company are actually going to pick the next go around. They're going to hand pick what their biggest sellers are, and they're going to have those sent out. So that's going to be cool. I've never done a review where I haven't really had the chance to hand pick flavors. So it's going to be cool to get something that I probably maybe normally wouldn't pick and get a review done on it. That I'm really pumped about. So any of you guys that are into the coffee vapes, the tea vapes, you know, those type of profiles, I strongly recommend picking up a bottle of this. This right here gets the Ripper's stamp of approval. That's just, it is what it is. Give me one sec. Man, that's unreal. So one thing I wanted to show as well was these are 70% VG. You did see the bit of you know, the plume that came out of that. So you get a very dense, thick vape off this. I'm running right now on dual twisted Claptons at 0.24, about 80 watts, and that was a very dense, heavy vape. So you know, you cloud chasers out there, this is not just for the flavor aficionados. You cloud chasers out there are going to be very happy. And which also brings me up to the piece de la resistance. Bum, 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 bum. This is Void. So right off the bat, Void is the best name possible they could have picked. Bottle's a little bit different. This was the juice that was picked from their Max VG line. So I don't know if this was just what they had on hand, or if this is how they actually do their Max VG in the unicorn style bottles, which is cool. I always like to see when there's a separate line like that, to kind of differentiate it from the other lines. You know, use a different bottle. Obviously the labels are different as well, as you can see, which is cool. So the Max VG labeling is pretty much the same, but you got your nicotine in the front, you got your milliliters, and you'll see right under the name is the Max VG. So the reason I saved this for last is, to me, this is their golden goose. In the shop that I work with, I would say if we brought these in, we would just wipe out inventory instantly. This is their cinnamon mini donut. So, I want to stop for a sec. Everyone at this point has seen the market flooded with donut flavors. You know, you have Premium Labs obviously have tremendous donut profiles, from the Decoded line, Bigfoot, all the way down to the I Can't Believe It's Not Donuts. They're phenomenal. I can't say enough about Premium Labs. They make a phenomenal juice. You also have like the Donuts juice, which is like the one with Homer Simpson on it, which is the strawberry, which is another good juice. Even really, if you want to lump it in, the Pancake Man to me is also very similar to a donut vape. So, out of all of these that I have tried, this is the best donut vape to me right now on the market. And I say that wholeheartedly. It's a mini cinnamon donut, but I'll tell you what, it's slightly different. What I do get from it is, if you've ever had the cinnamon sugar spread that you would put on your toast, that's what you're getting from this. There's a subtle butter taste that kind of comes in on the exhale, and it makes it very, very unique. So if you guys are into donut flavors and you're fans of the that cinnamon, that buttery taste, you will not put this bottle down. I assure you that 100%. I've given out, I vaped a little bit obviously, but I mean that's what I got left out of here. I've given out so much of this to people, and I get the same response. You see the eyes open, pupils dilate. It's just an overwhelming donut vape. And like I said, I give this is the best donut vape on the market right now, guys. Honestly, please do yourself a favor. If you never order from these guys again, or if you only order once and pick one flavor, please pick up Void Max VG. I also want to give you guys a little show of what their Max VG line will do. Just a couple drops. Just a dab will do ya. So this is what you expect with their Max VG. That's Clumes for days. Phenomenal. Amazing. Can't say enough about it. So, obviously doing this, I get asked a lot, what's your favorite juice? What's your favorite juice line? And I can never answer that. I have so many favorites. I love all my family members equally. I've now decided that at this point in time, Vector Vapor, their juice line, especially their donut, and they're steeped, the chai latte. So the steeped and the void are hands down my two favorite juices, and they're probably my favorite juice line to date above anything else, guys. That's saying a lot considering that I've tried quite a few lines in my time so far, and that's it. I call it right here, right now. It's set in stone, it's on video, it's on the line. I can't take it back. This is my favorite juice and my favorite juice line, guys. So all the information is going to be underneath the video. Check out their Facebook, check out their website, show them some love, guys. Get set up with a new go-to all-day vape, and I look forward to doing a second review on their top sellers, guys. So again, Vector Vapor, check it out. Don't forget, get some juice, get hooked up, love it. And check us out on Facebook to get some more information at the Cloud Ripper, guys. I'm going to have one more smack of this. Woo!